Look at that. In under an hour. There you have it. So it's a Thursday night, I'm back in the kitchen, and today I wanted to make a nice and simple dinner that you could get done in under an hour and cook it as a weekday meal. Just a couple of days ago, we ordered some crazy good Jamaican food from this Jamaican restaurant. It was rice and peas with some oxtail stew, and another dish was a curry goat, and I just loved it so much. Jamaican food just hits different. There's so many seasonings going on, so much flavor, and it just tastes completely different from anything else you would ever try. Especially that curry goat dish, I just loved it so much that I wanted to recreate the recipe and modify it so that you could cook it all in under an hour. So if you don't have much time to cook and you're absolutely craving Jamaican food, keep watching this recipe. It's gonna be quick and easy. Alright, so we're gonna start with the rice and peas first. You're only gonna need a couple of ingredients, but to make this recipe quick, I like to use canned red kidney beans so you don't have to pre-soak the beans before you cook them. Also, when you buy Scotch bonnet peppers, they usually come in a pack, and there's no way you can eat all of them at once because they are damn spicy. So one tip I have is to freeze your peppers so they won't go bad, and you can take them out anytime you need them. Another way I'm gonna speed up this recipe is to use a pressure cooker. You don't need one, but if you decide to cook this recipe on the stovetop, it may take up to 2 or 3 hours to finish. So to start the rice and peas, I like to set my pot to saute, put in a little bit of vegetable oil, then add in 1 whole onion sliced and 2 stalks of scallions sliced as well. Give it a good stir and then add a little bit of salt because you want to layer your seasonings, then throw in 3 cloves of minced garlic. After sauteing for a bit, throw in 3 cups of long grain rice that's been washed, and then 1 can of coconut milk. Give that all a nice stir, and then add in a couple sprigs of thyme, another pinch of salt, and a sprinkle of allspice powder. Allspice powder is basically ground up pimento, and it's really a key ingredient to many Jamaican dishes, so if you don't have this, your dishes might not come out tasting the same. Give it all a stir, and then add in 1 can of red kidney beans. At this point, if you need more water to cook your rice, add it in now. And now the last step is to add your Scotch bonnet pepper right on top, and pray to God it won't explode. I usually just pressure cook this on high for 6 minutes. Earlier I said this was a modified recipe because I actually don't have goat. I only have lamb, which is not really authentic, but it still works in a pinch, I think. But you have to wash it anyways before you use it, so I like to use water, a little bit of lemon or vinegar. Alright, let's go season the meat. I don't have any actual measurements, but just be super generous because you want that meat nice and flavored. Now go ahead and add your all-purpose seasoning, garlic powder, black pepper, onion powder, allspice powder, a few pimento seeds, salt, thyme, any type of Caribbean or Jamaican curry powder, and I don't have paprika, but you could add that too. Give it a good mix and then add your fresh seasonings. 4 cloves of minced garlic, a knob of minced ginger, some sliced bell pepper, 2 stalks of sliced scallions, a diced tomato, and 1 diced Scotch bonnet pepper. You can remove some seeds if you don't want it too spicy. I also saved a bit of scallions, tomatoes, and bell peppers so I can add in after I pressure cook. Give it all a good mix and you're ready to cook it. So I'm actually going to use a second pressure cooker that I got a long time ago just because I didn't want to wait for the rice and peas to finish. Now you want to fry that curry powder to get that intense flavor, so set the pot to saute, put some oil in it, and put about 3 to 4 tablespoons worth of the same curry powder that you used before. Give it a stir, leave it for a few minutes, and just make sure it doesn't burn. Now you're ready to add your marinated meats. Give it a quick saute for a few minutes and try to brown all the sides. It actually might be hard to tell if it's actually brown because it's all yellow and brown already, but just leave it for a few minutes on each side and it should be good. Now using the same bowl you used to marinate the meat, add in enough water to almost cover all the meat. Give it a quick stir, close the lid, and set the pressure cooker on high for 30 minutes. So once your rice and peas is done, quick release the pressure and open it up. Look at that, the rice is looking good and the Scotch bonnet pepper did not explode. All you gotta do is just grab a spoon and scoop that pepper out. Optionally, you could add a knob of butter just to make the rice nice and velvety. When your curry goat has finished pressure cooking, release the pressure and set it back to saute because now we're gonna reduce the curry and add the rest of our fresh ingredients. So in goes the rest of the tomatoes, bell peppers, and scallions. I also chose to add some potatoes because who doesn't like potatoes in curry? After about 5 to 10 minutes, your potatoes should be fully cooked and it's ready to serve. There you have it. It's goat curry, or in this case lamb curry, under an hour with rice and peas.